Oh my God, my loves, grab your drinks and get comfortable because I have some absolutely earth-shattering tea to spill today. The Hollywood drama that's unfolding right now is literally making my hands shake as I type this.
Nothing is bothering me. It's just what's bothering me is that being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, bullshit sometimes, and that's the only thing that I hate about it.
Y'all, remember all those whispers we've been hearing about those infamous tapes getting sold in secret Hollywood auctions? Well, clutch your pearls because it looks like there was actually some truth to all that gossip. The New York Post just dropped this absolutely devastating article that has everyone in the industry shook. They apparently bought one of these tapes for some secret amount of money, and what they're describing is genuinely disturbing. According to their report, it shows some really concerning situations with a younger male celebrity who clearly wasn't interested in what was happening. But wait, it gets even worse, honey. The streets are talking, and they're saying the young male in these tapes might be none other than Bryshere Gray. And apparently, this wasn't just a one-time thing. Sources are saying this happened multiple times when he was just a young boy working on Empire. This whole mess started bubbling up after Diddy got exposed, with Jaguar Wright dropping some serious allegations about both Diddy and Will Smith's involvement. But this time, we're not just dealing with rumors. We're talking about actual receipts. Let me break down exactly what happened because my mind is literally spinning trying to process all this. A few days ago, the New York Post comes out with this bombshell article saying they've seen what's on one of these tapes, and chill, it's bad. They're saying you can clearly see everything that's going on, and the celebrity's face is totally visible. Now, people close to this celebrity are absolutely devastated about this possibly getting out. They're saying it's bringing up all kinds of trauma and painful memories that they've been trying to heal from. But
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because
wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
the
I can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Oh my, all right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded.
But hold on to your wigs because this story gets even messier. From what I'm hearing through my sources, this tape that the Post is talking about, it's not even the same one that attorney Ariel Mitchell mentioned earlier. Can you believe there might be multiple tapes floating around out there? When Mitchell was doing that interview about her client's case, she spilled some serious tea about someone approaching her to sell a completely different tape. And get this, she claims she actually saw it herself and says it involves someone even bigger in the industry. The tea is scalding, y'all. Now, let's talk about why people think Bryshere might be involved in all this. My heart literally breaks thinking about this situation. This young man was handed over to these industry powers when he was just a baby, literally 17 years old. Charlie Mack discovered him and helped him land that role as Hakeem on Empire, and then introduced him to all these big names supposedly for mentorship. But from what we're hearing now, that mentorship was nothing like what was promised. Sources are saying Bryshere was never the same after those experiences.
Both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bryshere Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
But y'all, I'm literally shaking as I type this next part. Jaguar Wright just did another interview, and what she's saying about Bryshere's mother, Andrea, has me absolutely speechless. According to Wright, there's this whole twisted situation where Andrea allegedly knew exactly what was happening to her son. And the reason? Apparently, she wanted content for a book she was writing. I cannot even wrap my mind around a mother doing something like this to her own child. The whole thing makes me sick to my stomach.
Say, Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'ma kick you in your pussy and then I'ma go to work North Philly style. You and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You CI. I'm sorry.
The story gets even more heartbreaking because Wright revealed that Andrea actually came to her begging for help with Bryshere's situation. Wright says she told Andrea straight up to get Bryshere away from Charlie Mack, knowing what was really going on behind the scenes. But according to Wright, Andrea did absolutely nothing to protect her son. As a mother myself, I'm literally in tears thinking about this.
That came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the fuck away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago safe to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a dealer's whore. That's all she ever was. She went from drug dealer to drug dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy, and I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gay porn. You and Charlie, man.
Now, let me tell you about the latest developments that have everyone in Hollywood talking. Wright dropped this massive bombshell about why certain people are supposedly encouraging Bryshere's new career choices. She's saying it's all part of some calculated plan to discredit him if he ever decides to speak his truth. You know how Hollywood loves to play these games. Make someone seem unstable so nobody believes them when they come forward. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Wright threw out this absolutely shocking claim about an alleged incident involving some of the biggest names in the industry, including Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith.
They're trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on, man. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and they fucking and she let Charlie tune that boy up on knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a Philly whore. You're a big old than they're making your son out to be. That's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bryshere conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Don't nobody
Definitely.
care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
Everything about this situation is just getting more and more intense. A few months back, there were all these rumors flying around about Bryshere planning to file this massive $50 million lawsuit. Someone dropped this blind item saying, "I suspect this won't be the last victim to come forward against this industry mogul." But then, out of nowhere, everything just stopped. Bryshere completely changed direction with his career, and everybody's wondering what really happened behind the scenes to make him change his mind. The support for Bryshere on social media has been overwhelming. People are genuinely worried about his mental health, especially with these tapes potentially coming out. One fan wrote this absolutely touching message: "If Bryshere decides to come forward with his lawsuit against Diddy and Will Smith, it could be his big comeback moment. Just look at what happened with Cassie. He's such an incredible actor, and it breaks my heart that he just disappeared from the industry like that." Another supporter shared these heartfelt words: "I never could have imagined Bryshere's career and life taking such a dark turn. What really gets me is how it seems like nobody in the industry even tried to help him when things were going wrong. I just pray he's getting the support and help he needs now." The whole industry is literally holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. Are these tapes really being passed around in Hollywood's underground markets? Is Bryshere really the one in these recordings, or is it someone else entirely? All I know is that when the truth finally comes out, and trust me, it will come out, it's going to send shockwaves through the entire entertainment industry. Keep your notifications on, sweeties, because this story is far from over. I'll be right here, ready to spill more tea as soon as it comes in. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about all this drama? Are you as shocked as I am? Make sure to click that link below to catch up on another wild story that's been making waves in Hollywood.